We're getting a weekend off in Watcher of Realms, guys. At least when it comes to summoning, the vast majority of players should be skipping this weekend. There's some interesting stuff happening, but it is a very clear and very obvious skip for 99% plus of players. Now, tomorrow, I will still do a should you summon video, even though this video you're watching right now is basically saying, no, you should not. The purpose of the video for tomorrow will be to review these heroes, because Valkyria and Lyra still are good and relevant. They are not just good and relevant enough for most situations and most players that you should be targeting them on a banner. They're definitely the kind of units that you're happy when they fall into your lap, like when you pull them as off-banner units, or you get lucky on a 1+1 or something, but I do not think these are units anyone should be seeking out outside of maybe the very early game, or if you have a ton saved or you spend a lot of money in this game, and maybe you're about to hit a key awakening. But all in all, we've got a 20x for Valkyria and Lyra, two good but not great heroes for almost all content, and then we've got the standard 2x on your rare summoning crystals and your diamonds, as well as the 2x on the divine summons, your legendary gold summoning crystals. So it's just a very standard weekend, and when you focus on the grand scheme of things, it is a painfully obvious skip. Now, what am I hinting towards?
Fastidious.
Fastidious.
Well, for one, the power creep on these normal banners. And when I say normal banners, I mean non-limited banners, non-event exclusive banners, non-ancient exclusive banners, just your standard 20x for 2, occasionally 3 heroes. Very occasionally nowadays. They haven't done 3 heroes in forever. But basically 2 units on 20x available through both blue summoning, the rare summoning crystals and the diamonds, and gold summoning, the divine legendary summoning crystals. So when it comes to these, we've seen better and better banners. Like I said last week, there was a strong argument that Neza and Beelzebub was the best normal banner we've ever seen. And now, to have that immediately followed up by this is pretty obviously not that. Given the state of the game in February, almost March, can you believe it's almost March? February, nearly March 2026, where we're at with the meta and the kind of heroes we need and the kind of replacements for characters like this that exist, this is just a pretty irrelevant banner. Like I said, these are nice to have units, but these are not go ahead and seek them out units. Not like 2 weeks ago when we had Valise and the brand new Rosalia, and certainly not like last week with Neza and Beelzebub. So these banners are getting rarer and rarer. What I mean by these banners is fairly undesirable classic hero rate-up banners. Now, they're not bad. This is not an Azor and Apson banner, right? This is not Asor and Aspan, right? These are good above average legendaries, but they are not top tier in any respect. So we don't see these moments very often when there's just nothing that spicy going on with these banners. So I think we should relish this moment and really enjoy the skip. That's reason number 1. These special Invocation of Spirit banners and special divine summoning banners have been trending upward in terms of how unbelievably strong and must pull they feel. This is not one of those. Take the moment, take a breath, don't summon. Number 2, there's no ancient summoning this weekend. None at all. So you don't even have to feel tempted. Even if you've got that itchy trigger finger, shout out to one of my old best friends from Watcher of Realms, who unfortunately is not playing anymore, Earl the Fool. He used to pull every weekend without exception, really. He just loved to pull. Well, for people like Earl, you can't even pull if you love to pull, because there's literally no ancient summoning this weekend. So you get to sit on whatever pile you have of ancient summons and watch it grow larger. If you're like me, you just used a bunch of summons for Ezerith and Pierre, so you really want to see this number go up. And we do know an update, we're going to talk about this in a minute, but we do know an update is coming next week. And with updates, they introduce new banners. Could that be the introduction of some new heroes, including maybe the ancient exclusive Infernal Legendary Lord, like the one to join Soul Cadence, who I'm sure is going to be a new power creep character in this game? It's certainly possible. I don't know that. I haven't even seen a single rumor, leak, tidbit. It just feels like it's coming soon. They said it'd be the first quarter of 2026, and we're getting towards the end of the first quarter of 2026. We're almost 2/3 of the way done. So no ancient summoning to tempt you. You are good to go. The third reason you can happily skip this weekend is for a lot of players, especially the sweatiest of the free-to-play players. One extra incentive to summon on certain weekends is when they have a very good spiritual altar. Now, they may still run an Arrival of Heroes Oracles trial, so like a summoning tournament. That is something they still do, and they don't announce it until it's happening, until the day before, when you can see it upcoming in the Oracles trial kind of tab here. So that's possible, but the rewards in that aren't that good at all. The rewards in Spiritual Altar can be so good that some players might want to summon just to get those rewards. But as you can see, if we scroll down, there is no Spiritual Altar this weekend. So that's another easy reason to skip and take the weekend off. Now, number 4, all right? The biggest reason outside of number 1, because the number 1 reason, as I went over, is these normal banners are super strong lately, and this one isn't, so don't do it. But number 4, these are in no particular order, because the fourth thing I want to say would be number 2 in importance. Guan Yu is coming. We don't know when, but he looks stupid good. Like stupid, silly, stupid good. I will make a video about this either tomorrow or Friday, definitely in the next 2 days after this video comes out. And you will see the power creep is legit. And he's going to be available almost certainly through some means of normal summoning. Extremely likely through rare blue summoning crystals and diamonds, maybe also through divines. I say maybe because he might be a limited, he might not be a limited. If he's a limited, it will just be rare summoning crystals and diamonds. Otherwise, he's going to be available through both currencies. So then it will also include the legendary divine summons. But one way or another, you're going to want to go for this guy. Like I said, look forward to the video tomorrow or the next, probably Friday. He's crazy. He's completely crazy, and it's a whole nother level, right? He is the new shiny toy. Power creep is very real in these hero collector RPG gacha games, and these are older units, right? Valkyra is an old mascot of the game, one of the oldest units in the game. She was there with global launch. Lyra came... When was Lyra? Lyra was the first 1+1 banner. I think Lyra came Christmas 2024. So just over a year after the game came out. She is very good. She just got a good buff. With Awakenings, she can be very good. But Guan Yu blows these ladies out of the water. So when you weigh all of that, this is about as clear and obvious a skip as we've seen in a very long time. I will do the hero review, and in that hero review, I will talk about the epics as well, because I want to inform newer players about these characters, because these can be incredibly valuable heroes in the early game and the mid game. Outside of that, the uses are pretty niche. They're not non-existent, but they are niche, and you do not go hunting for niche use and non-meta use on these banners. You save your summons for the moments when they really matter, and this is not one of those moments. So to recap, this banner is pretty good, but it's not even close to great. There is no ancient summoning this weekend. We do not have a spiritual altar, and Guan Yu should be coming pretty soon, and he's ridiculous. So this is a hard skip for the whole weekend of summoning. Take the weekend off, go outside, take the dog to the park, toss some baseballs to your kids and let them slug them around. Do whatever you want to do. I mean, it's pretty cold some places, not in Utah where I live, and we actually want snow. But I know on the East Coast it's going crazy, and who knows what's going on in Europe and Asia and everywhere else. So if you got some good snow, maybe go snowboarding, go skiing, whatever. Get out there and don't summon, because there's no reason to summon this weekend. Thank you guys so much for watching. I've been Fastidious. If you like my stuff, please give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel, share it with your mother, and I'll see you real soon.
Fastidious.